I mean, unless you're into like old ladies, then for sure. Hey everyone, Charlie here. It's an incredibly beautiful day here in Sabae. You can smell everything. The air sort of smells like wildflower honey because it's so humid. All the pollen's being blown around and everything. Amazing day. Anyway, so I'm walking around here in the Inaka and I just finished getting lunch. And I've been thinking a lot recently about how it's no secret that Japan has sort of like an aging problem, right? In that if it keeps up the way it is now, the population is going to continue to shrink. People are going to be getting older and older without younger people to replace them. Bad for the economy, bad for blah blah blah, right? Bad for lots of things. But on like the micro scale, it's bad for like on a personal level. Now, it seems to be particularly noticeable, and again, this is all anecdotal, but it seems to be particularly noticeable for me in the Inaka. Talking with my boss, you know, of course, it's not uncommon for people, as in other places, to want to move from the countryside to a place where there's more to do, right? From the Inaka to Fukui City or Tokyo or Nagoya, whatever the case may be. Like, just now I was at lunch, and at least judging just from my eyesight, I don't know these people's actual ages, but just from what I could judge, I was the only person under probably 40 in the place, right? Yeah, so that's not really unusual for me to be the only person even under 30 or 40 in a place, right? And it's sort of strange, and I think maybe it's something that if you're going to be placed in the Inaka when you're coming over here to work, you should think about, because it can make A, making friends difficult, and B, if you want to have sort of any kind of romantic relationship with anybody, that also makes it difficult. Unless you're into like old ladies, then for sure, you will find what you're looking for. But it's terrible, right? But I mean it though, I mean it seriously. And I found that the people that I have dated since I've been here, first of all, let me just warn you off of dating people at work. It's not a good idea, because it can go south really fast, and then it makes things awkward. But the people I have dated here, only one of the people have I actually met in Sabae, and that was at a yakitori place called Akiyoshi in like the busy part of the city. And again, that was very unusual because she wasn't married, didn't have a kid, and was still like around my age, which again is also like another set of circumstances you have to contend with. A lot more people are married or have kids here, it seems like, at a younger age than back home for me, even though there is like that sex, marriage, and baby problem happening here, of course. What that means is that if you want to meet people, again, whether romantically or just sort of, you know, have for platonic relationships, you need to travel a lot more. And even like for me to get to Fukui, where I have met a lot more interesting people, and there's a really cool music scene there, by the way, it's like that adds up fast, right? Probably, I mean, a trip, if I don't go on the weekend, a trip to and from Fukui is like $10. And then it's also a matter of time, right? That's like to walk to the local train station, get on the train, and then do it all over again. It's probably an hour and a half, and which doesn't seem like a big deal, but having done the long distance relationship thing before of only a couple hours, it's just like, man, I'm not interested in doing it again here. So it makes things a little difficult. Being in the Inaka, hello woodpecker, being in the Inaka, if you want to, you know, if you want to find that sort of, that connection, I guess. So anyway, of course, this is just my experience of living in the Inaka. If you guys out there have lived in the Inaka, are living in the Inaka, let me know if you found that experience to be the same, or if I'm just crazy and there's plenty of people around your age who you've dated or have made friends with, whatever, in the countryside. I'd be really interested to hear from you guys. So, on that note, as I arrive at this really beautiful park surrounding the library, I will let you guys go. Thanks always for watching, and I will see you soon. Cheers.